Reserve time.
I think they AM'd with this combo last time, but safe lane OD. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna pick OD at the very beginning of the draft, you have to have some sort of a plan, just in case you're not digging what they show in the mid lane. So this appears to be their answer. Let's see. I actually don't even know. If who they want to send mid, but mid. Okay. Pudge, like, you might want to still send the OD mid because you could set up so much better, but we'll just do the more like. I guess common thing, right? Obviously, you'd rather have your TA against the SF than your OD, so they'll opt that way. Still sets up nicely for the Pudge, but now he has to make this rotation instead of being like between these two lanes, which is why I was kind of considering it. However, it'll just mean he's up top harassing Black for the majority of this game on his Faceless Void. Looking forward to Ice's Ice too, though. I really like this offlane Enigma. I feel like it's definitely underutilized.
Oh, yeah.
He brings back a lot of those aspects of like Chen drafts and stuff like that that we don't get to see too often anymore.
30
but
seconds to battle.
Whenever we do see this, it tends to go pretty well. This Face's Void Head is hilarious. You just like see right through it. It's great.
What, the one with the disc in the middle of it?
Yeah, it looks pretty comical.
I mean, you know, some people, to try to express their individuality, go with some gauged ears. Faceless Void has the gauged face.
Yeah, it's good. It looks like it was like a 50 gauge or something that hit him.
See, that thing, you could put a dinner plate in there.
The battle
begins. No major steals this time. We're all set. We're good. Safe lane OD, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I did hear that correctly. Accidental shrine activation going on there. An Enigma. Oh, no, that was intentional.
Oh, yeah. No.
My bad. My bad, he made Eidolons. Miscall. I heard a shrine.
Okay, you recovered.
Yeah, there's so many times where I've just accidentally walked like past a shrine in base and it goes off and you feel terrible because now it's on cooldown forever. Alright, Jabs. Just gonna have some fun mid lane against Nana, first level Refraction. Not too surprising. Or was it that we saw the TA who went first level Meld?
I was in mid lane Dire side and it was because he did it for a last hit, which was kind of funny. But then he had it anyway for dodging
up top,
ignites.
Omni-Knight. In some trouble. There's going to be that purification on cooldown, but they just don't have the catch and not able to go with the body blocks.
Noxious guy to try and bring down early. But Ice, one of the benefits of offlane Enigma, if you guys haven't seen it before, you can obviously just deny creeps using your demonic conversion. So much like a Lich or something, the wave just keeps pushing in and in. They didn't come down and block either of the camps though. So that does mean that Ice won't be getting like a bunch of waves to his tower, so it'll be more so playing inside this jungle. Has a good stat though, gets Satyrs and the Ogres, so solid beginning for your Enigma.
And finding a little bit of farm for himself, just enjoying the stack, but he's going to get rolled on here. Will they find the body blocks this time? He's still able to be up, lifted back down, holding on to that Purify till he absolutely needs it. Is it going to be enough? Well, it appears so as Pudge moves forward. Rot body blocks back to our mid lane. Jab's been having a fun time harassing down Nana, but she's doing a fair bit of damage herself.
Nice. Already cleared out one of the camps, now working on the other one. Almost back up into conversion mana.
I'm so scared to look away from mid because all it takes is one really nice raise and Nana's just going to be toast.
Ajit is just like so free though. Like, and the only problem is they have a disruptor anyway, so it's not like his rotation can do that much. The best thing he can do is like harass it as Enigma. He does steal the experience from that, so that was pretty good. And won't be spotted here.
Playing the old bounty hunter positioning, waiting for potentially a courier to come in, but the invis rune ticking down, and the courier is sitting safely in base.
Yeah, generally the play you guys want to make. If you're ever on, like, because he has no job down here right now, right? This guy's out of here. Oh, nice body block by Ice. And, oh, actually, they're going to expire first anyway, so you won't find that camp block. But if you get an Invis rune and you can't do anything in your lane anyway, just come and try and snipe the courier. You might find it here, actually.
Oh. Roll up to the high ground.
Oh,
XY bailing
not
out.
looking.
There's the courier, though. He's looking now.
Yeah, he goofed.
Yeah. Jab's able to get eyes on what's going on, send that guy around the long way. Oh, gonna be no courier snipes coming, but now Disruptor is continually free to roam about the map. He talked about the freedom coming. Ajit getting a lot of farm for himself, but Ice having a fun time too. I think this is just a lane that both heroes are completely content to sit back and not touch each other and just farm.
Ajit's not getting any pulls off or anything either, so I'll just continue this. Ice going.
Well, there we go. Roll in. Nana's in some serious trouble. Jabs is low. Nana wants to take him down with him. This is Kamikaze TA going forward, but oh, one hit short. She will go down, and Jabs gets the full experience and gold for that.
Yeah, sometimes you get in the spot where you're like, well, I'm certainly not going to live, so I have to go as deep as I can. Big win for Jabs now. First blood gold onto your SF. And wow, despite that, still not caught up to this OD. I mean, total free farm, understandable, but actually is very rich current moment.
On top, we've got Black, who's just killing it on the Faceless Void farm. I mean, I usually feel like Faceless Void is underwhelming as a position 1 unless he's got mad buffs like the Magnus on his team, but he's definitely going to make it work for himself. I tell you what, he'll have his first item before anyone else.
A gift from the tempest of battle. Set.
Oh, this rotation's pretty much predicated just on the Shadow Fiend mid lane's
Nana's in some trouble. She has refraction up, but she's going to go in for Jabs. Hook back from the Pudge, letting Nana solo down the Shadow Fiend. Now XY under tower, probably not living through this one. Pops a little ward down before he goes, though.
That's pretty clever, actually. They did not notice that.
In the top lane, Ben, he's chasing nuts. He doesn't have the purification up, and he's got to back off. Look at that bash there from Black. Gonna go in for this. He's got the time walk, but gonna stay safe and continue to farm up like a madman.
Looking forward to see what him and Jabs can get done together. Chronospheres. Built up into their damage, but BAZAAR, I haven't talked too much about their whole lineup. They have this like double Omni Friends draft. They have both the TA and the Omni. Or rather, the TA and the OD class Omni
speaking
heroes.
of TA. Doesn't have that refraction. She gets stunned up. She's on her own high ground. The punches come in from the Earth Spirit, but Jabs just can't follow up quick enough, so TA is still up. We'll be able to go back and...
Top lane, bash. He's getting low.
Oh, paths his way around. God damn it, you made me miss it, Trent.
That's okay.
I was looking there, I was so careful. The Shadow Fiend goes down again. It's X-Nova that scores that one. Disruptor pays with his life, and now Nana on the run will be able to escape safely. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Shadow Fiend for Disruptor. BAZAAR definitely got the better of that engage.
I mean, we're getting a nice escape with the TP. It's okay, guys. Great plays.
They're going
Omni.
back in. Pudge looking to line up a hook if they need it. He goes in. Can he find it? Oh, the roll away. It's
Dire's
too
bottom
quick.
tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Ajit just takes this time of all these rotations coming out to start slaying this tower. He's already built himself up most of a veil, about 500 more gold, and all the magic damage coming out of BAZAAR is about to be amped like crazy.
Yeah, I like this. I think this is definitely the right build in this game. Just unfortunately, it only really helps him and the Disruptor and a little bit Pudge, I suppose. Just from our rot damage coming through here.
Dire's
But
middle tower is under attack.
good for you. It's good against the general right clicks, right? You got Shadow Fiend on the enemy team, minus armor. So Afu's still just waiting on this.
Shadow Fiend in some trouble. He dipped out to go find some jungle farm for himself, but the Pudge TA, they're ready to tangle. Afu helps out there, and Nana rakes in some more bounty. 230 gold going her way. She's got herself some phase boots very soon if she'd like them.
Yeah, time for BAZAAR to finally get their punish with an Invis rune on the enemy mid. Kind of help decide our Alchemist game there, and now 2 Invis runes mid. They finally get one for a kill.
Pudge so far having a pretty nice impact. I mean, it's
Dire's top tower
always a
is under
liability when you got a Pudge. You gotta make sure he's active in the early levels, and he's doing his job, already level 4, without having soaked much XP in lane. There we go, Black. Looking for this round. Ben is deep. Disruptor is there by his side. No static storm, but mid lane, got a bit of a rumble coming forward. Pudge gonna be kicked back. He's okay with that. He'll just walk his way across the river. Black Hole is a complete whiff. There's pings out from the Radiant. They know what's up. Ice, he's just gonna retreat back to bottom in shame.
It was close to the combo, right? Almost got both, but that little bit of a wind-up.
Oh, back up top. Speaking of combo, we do have our first chrono of the game, and it does finally finish off an Omni, so, you know, globally, Faceless don't embarrass themselves.
That's a good choice. Just, I'm sure he was just playing with his HP as per usual, trying to bait them into purify damage, stuff like that, so you just chrono him and say enough is enough.
Down bottom, this OD just completely unchecked, able to harass the tower, get free farm now. 8.5 minutes in, 56 last hits. Looking at net worth, riding the top of the chart as well.
Yeah, so he'll basically like get his veil. I mean, this is gonna be a typical OD group up Dota. This is what Faceless knew were coming from the very beginning when they picked Omni and OD. You know those two heroes are gonna be together, and they're just gonna pick these other heroes to try and accelerate and aid that and fight at the same timing. So they felt comfortable with what they have here. This like Faceless Void and Shadow Fiend. Maybe more comfortable heading into later stages, even having an Enigma. A little disappointing sometimes, I think, when he's core, but like in terms of like hitting those later stages of the game. But you always have to respect Black Hole and then the percent damage of Midnight Pulse. So Roshan, probably the most important thing for this game for the next like 20 minutes or so. They really want to snag it up early on the side of BAZAAR, probably like 20 minutes, and try and move forward with your Blink SOTA. I mean, it's well telegraphed in the draft of BAZAAR what they want to do, so it'll be interesting to see if Black will, like, they clearly feel like Black can get enough farm on this hero to be relevant in a rather scary game, I would say.
Yeah, he's doing alright for himself. Has the helm of the Dom. They got Smashy here, our little satyr, doing his work, but I mean, this OD, I think, is a way bigger problem than Faceless are giving him credit for. Got XY here trying to patrol him and keep him at bay. Afu just dancing around with that rot. Only level 4 still. Hasn't found the dismember, but this tower about to be going down. Looks like no deny in sight coming out. Now X-Nova pretty deep here. Doesn't have that static storm just yet. There will be a roll away. Afu will be able to find it. They got the glimpse back into the kinetic field. There is a hook if necessary. Hook is off the mark, but they should still have the damage needed.
They have Purify on nuts.
Yeah, they do. Rubik saving the day, and Boyd's going to be hopping in. It doesn't have that chrono, as he already spent the top. It's up in 5 more seconds. Really pop it here. Oh, it's too much to keep track of there. OD in some trouble. Has the Astral up in 3 more seconds. Would really like to find the kill on XY, but XY may try to turn this around. Doesn't have any mana to himself. He'll be able to get out just fine. Meanwhile, Black was able to find the kill onto X-Nova. Didn't have to commit the Chronosphere. Templar Assassin.
Probably get caught. Oh, double chrono?
Got him. Very nice Sonic Trap from TA, but it's not enough. There's a TP in from Shadow Fiend as well, trying to soak up some of the XP for these kills. Jabs is able to help get that one out. There's going to be a glimpse back. Disruptor trying to delay any further initiation. Jit wants to keep moving forward. He's doing a fair amount of damage, but without the TA, you really can't press forward here.
Yeah, they should know that Black Hole's probably back up as well, as they did see it when it was dropped to mid. They pinged it all out, so well aware that the teamfight potential's back, but good win for the Dire side. Nice chrono, grabs TA, slows down her progression into the Blink Dagger. And again, that's the thing about these like big 5-man style lineups. Like every death really hurts you in these scenarios because you just want to be a unit that's impenetrable.
What are you trying to keep everyone back? Tossing out his veil, making sure everyone's a little bit scared to press forward, but again, Black Hole is the confidence that Faceless need for this one. Jit, not scared of tower shots, just going and punching this guy up. Deny could be in store, as there's more Dire heroes here, and now Nuts moving forward. He's got an Astral, so he's got a little bit of disable. There's going to be a lift back in. They can hold everyone in place if they need to. Disruptor going to be doing what he can to help his teammates out. Kinetic Field catches onto 2. Psionic Trap slowing down Nuts. There's a glimpse back onto the Earth Spirit. There's the Black Hole, connects onto 2, Disruptor just bailing out. Omni Knight trying to heal from the low ground, but it's so difficult. The Guardian Angel comes out just a little bit too late. 2 heroes already dead. The magic damage of the Ray is able to go and slice through that GA, and well, now X-Nova stuck between a rock and a hard place and will go down.
Great post stomp after the Black Hole from Black too. Just keep things going. Just get minus now by Ben.
This Centaur just keeps eating the bad end of the deal. He gives it all in his team fight, goes for it, sacrifices his life.
The whole thing was set up by Netsu, who is playing fantastic so far this game.
Yeah, the
had
steal and the
Purify
Astral.
stolen. Yeah, and then he had the Astral stolen to set that one up too for the double black hole.
Radiant's
point.
middle tower has fallen.
No deny coming out for Ajit. Makes it to the lane just a little bit late. Now Black's going to be trying to get away. The hook off the mark. Look at that little twist. Definitely saved his life right there.
Black.
Dire's
Yeah,
middle
some very
tower
interesting
is under
itemization
attack.
choices in this one.
Dire's middle tower has
Probably. Well, you probably won't need a blink this game, which is nice because he's an Earth Spirit. Help out with all these initiations. Just come out of the 4 roll instead. You don't have to put any of that on your shoulders.
Dire's top
And then, of
tower
course,
is under
I'm sure
attack.
Ice will probably opt into one after. Yeah, they have found a pretty good Enigma game. The only cancel will be Afu with the Dismember, but until he has Aether Lens, pretty difficult to get that off during a black hole.
Time is money.
Those
Yeah,
BKB will
definitely.
be mad money.
Going all right. You could see that
Dire's
BAZAAR, they were
top
working their way
tower
up. They were
is
finding
under
some good net worth, but after that last fight, it just
structures
plummets
are fortified.
somewhat significantly in FACELESS' favor.
Oh, look at
Now-
the smoke coming into the ward.
Healing shock.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom
Run,
tower
Ajit,
is under
run!
attack.
They saw Ajit there, and they are hunting. He's going to flap his way towards mid.
And they have
See
this
how
ward
it's-
here too, so they know he didn't go that way.
Oh, he feels so
Radiant's
safe, but
structures
he's so
are
not.
fortified.
And it looks like that's just going to be an easy kill there. Double damage Shadow Fiend with max souls. Low damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
Faces is
God.
great.
Radiant's bottom tower
Ice
is
The
Ice
death
bottom.
animation of that ogre creep is so sad. Now here we go. Ice gonna get glimpsed back into the kinetic field. Pudge sitting by with the rot, and TA finished the job. Nice little meld strike there, but meanwhile Black able to go and lock down Ben. Omni Knight couldn't save himself.
Nice grab again, not to the Purify. And just the help of the Earth Spirit and Rubik to set
Radiant's
things
middle
up there.
tower
So they
is
defend
under
bottom,
attack.
killing Ice with 3 heroes, but then that stacks heroes. Minusing Omni Knight mid, who's still just trying to get into a single useful item.
Yeah, it's tricky right now. TA still my big hope for BAZAAR Gaming. I want them to take at least one game. I don't think that's biased to want a really good tight series. Take it to 4 games, take it to 5 games. See what they can do. But Nana here, still working on the Desolator. Did pick up a nice early blink, but
Hook Ice. Oh,
what?
not quite there. He's trying to hook Ice, but he just canceled his hook. Didn't go for it. And Ice sniffed something out here too. Because he stopped going with the wave. A smart call by him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, he's walking into hook range now. Pudge, unfortunately, not able to grab that one. Faceless, really nice at predicting these hooks.
Yeah, this Radiant Ward is expiring soon too, so they'll probably just let that one go. I'm sure the Dire are now well aware this area is warded up.
TA, she's got to keep farming. You can see she's walking around
Radiant's
trying to look
top
for
tower
kills, trying to
is
stay with
under
her team,
attack.
but I mean, there's a chunk of Ancients right there. You just got to keep going at those. It's so dangerous when TA stops farming for even a minute.
Well, for now, it's fight time.
Yep, top tower, super, super low. In deny range, but I guess Radiant will leave it up for now.
Blessings.
Come on, guys, get it. There you go. Nice work, Ben.
Radiant's top tower has been denied.
It's interesting that Black is eyeing up the Shadow Blade in a game like this. To me, that
That's a full
says that
silver edge, dude.
yeah, just the whole idea behind it. It seems that
Radiant's bottom
to him,
tower
this
is
game
under
is going to go to a
attack.
spot where they can't 5-man on the side of BAZAAR, or else there's not really much point Shadow Blading. So in some sense, Shadow Blade can help you do that, right? Because you can be around the map and play in riskier spots, but you can't really initiate
smoke
into
up.
5 with it.
And it's gonna pop. Shadow Fiend's on the high ground. Dire, they're ready for this.
Yeah, with that Invis rune, they know they're all up there.
So dangerous. Psionic Trap trying to see what they can find, but Shadow Fiend very cautiously there. Nice little wrap around from Pudge. Does find a hook onto the Void, but he's able to go and time walk himself to freedom. Now it's kind of up to BAZAAR. Do they want to fight this or do they want to run? Because
Radiant's
it's their
bottom
game to play
tower
right
is
now.
under
They
attack.
make the choice to kind of jump in, but don't fully go for it. Still kind of
Radiant
teasing around the
structures are
engage.
fortified.
Yeah, they can just be the tower. I mean, they have Black Hole and they have Chrono.
Oh, roll forward here from the Earth Spirit. Now he's separated from the pack. He's pretty easy to focus down. There is going to be a Static Storm connecting onto just one. Glimpse back. They're able to get Black out of the Chrono, but not before Disruptor falls. In his last breath, he saved his teammates. Now XY in some trouble. There is going to be jabs letting go of the Requiem, but Guardian Angel comes out. Black Hole spent. and it's going to be enough to secure a couple of kills.
An item on a TA or something. Yeah, she'll have Blink, but she won't get Blink Dessa before we're grouping up. We'll always just threaten with the Chrono and the Black Hole.
Yeah, she's now got herself 4 deaths and has spent a lot of time not farming, which is so lethal to a TA. That last fight, I also really liked how Faceless spread out their ults. They didn't just kind of get in there and blow everything they got. They budgeted themselves very well, trying to figure out how long the fight was going to go, who they needed to isolate, who deserved what kind of spell. Very good thinking.
They're on their way into the second round of items at this point. Gabs just goes straight for the BKB, so him and Ice are going to be essentially impossible to deal with. Both of them will pick them up now. So Jabs wants to spend his gold. He will in a moment, and then it should be the Dire who wind up with the Roach. TA prepping it with the trap. Dark Lord, we'll start. I guess Max soon, or yeah, I'll give you Max soon in a moment.
BKB.
Looks good. Faceless. Serve it
Yep.
3-0 if they close this one out. Honestly, they have looked fantastic today. BAZAAR just needs some big fight win right now with Stack Storm, get like 3 people inside or something, and actually have heroes nearby to lock them in. Because that was like the second time today where we had this big Stack Storm and there's some heroes inside, but there's no follow-up on top.
I feel like, BAZAAR started out with really strong lanes. The TA definitely given Jabs a run for his money in mid lane, but they weren't able to find those early rotations, and Faceless was. So now Dire just taking their time. You got that Shadow Blade up in the Void, like you mentioned, and he's getting sort of close to the ultimate orb as well. So Silver Edge wants to go for the full shebang. He'll be up in the next 5 or so minutes. Changes his mind. He's content with the Silver Edge, wants to go into the Lincolns instead.
Yeah, I think Lincoln's or Maelstrom is the right call. We talk about the Weaver band being the idea of a Lincoln's hero. This fits the bill, right? Just Lincoln's Void, common stuff, Shadow Dota.
Yep. This is one of those few situations where you can get away with your position 1, not really building up damage items just yet. It's because your mid is just spraying it out right now. Full Souls has the Requiem ready to go. You can definitely count on Jabs to do the heavy lifting in the team fights.
TA's nearby. That fresh trap.
Smoke up. It's under a sentry, but they didn't have an obs in the area. And they got it on the cliff, but I think it only caught some of them. Scan. Does catch out the Pudge. Smoked up himself. Gonna be wrapping their way here. Again, their smoke doesn't pop. Too scared of any illusions. Gonna make their way back in, around mid lane towards the pit.
Yeah, they know they're all back here behind this TA.
Yeah.
So it's not really worth it for them to walk into that fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Like, why give up the advantage that you have when you can just trade evenly for a tower and not give a slightly advantageous fight to the Radiant? They have the high ground and stuff there, and they could be camping you as you approach the steps and whatnot. So annihilate the tower, back yourself over to your own territory.
Enigma TPing in. Nana's just gonna go ahead and blast out of here. Not gonna spend a guessing black hole. Appropriate play. Glimpse back from the disruptor. Screw you, man. Head back into mid. Love doing that, man. So fun. And now Dire just gonna go push back their lane. Not too much damage on this tier 2 for how long TA spent slapping away at it. This one melted down so easily, so... Fortunately, BAZAAR is starting to lose a little bit of map control. The Roshan gonna be taken by the Dire as well. Radiant, and they're grouping up mid. Are they gonna try to go for this? The Roshan is melting.
For sure.
Yeah, they definitely can't just let this one fall.
Like,
They're gonna pop her traps. Yeah, Dire, they're sufficiently spooked. I'll step back and see what's gonna happen here.
We have a blink from Ice with BKB now. They spot it with that ward, I believe, though. You can also see XY here.
Yep, I think this ward did scout out. No, it didn't get any of the smoke. They were below the stairs when they got it. That's why Radiant going in. Oh, hook. Not gonna catch him out. Now there's the blink forward. This Pudge is just getting 1-2 punched. Jabs finishes him off with one right click, and everyone else just trying to run for their lives.
Damn, Ice, that was so close.
Oh, here we're gonna have a solo Chrono spend it out onto the OD. He does still have his Hurricane Pike and his Astral, but he's silenced. And they are able to get that kill, roll through, take the bounty rune as well. This is looking like FACELESS might be able to take this game and a clean 3-0 this series. We'll be closing out soon, but I think BAZAAR, they got a couple more big fights left in them. We'll see if they can get some big targets.
Well, they don't have any high ground vision for now, so Ben doesn't have to be too worried. But yeah, right back down that bottom lane, pressuring that in. Next wave will be coming through mid. And time to at least get a tier 3, if not a full set of racks. I mean, firing on all cylinders. We have everything but Chrono.
The Shadow Fiend, he is hitting so hard right now. Just chunking it down for, 250 a pop. BZ's, or I just almost called them BZZ because of their logo. BAZAAR, their initiation isn't fantastic. Ooh, hook in! This could be big. Jabs is gonna get dismembered. The black hole connects onto 3. They've got so much damage. The static storm comes in, but no one really cares as they're just gonna go focus down the structures. Pudge dead for 30 seconds. Omni Knight buys his way back into this game. There's a glimpse back in onto Jabs. Now they know he has no BKB or Requiem. This is a big kill. They burn his Aegis. Black still in the area. They know Chrono is down. Can they actually get the kill onto Jabs here? They pop the Psionic Trap, so he's slow. Meanwhile, Jabs are just going to be raking in the kills. Nice Vanities will secure the kill onto the Shadow Fiend. This could be a pivot point in the game. They get the Faceless Void as well. It's a triple kill for the OD. Soaking in the money. I want to see the fight recap on that one. It was very expensive for BAZAAR, but they ended up getting the targets they needed.
Yeah, that stolen Purify almost saved the day, but 2,000 gold goes to our OD. He dished out 4,000 damage in that fight. So it'll be 5,000 experience. Heading over to the side of the Radiant too.
A lot of damage there.
Well, sick counter initiation from Isolated Sites, but it does bring them in a little bit deep. They do clean out the tower though, so shrines are vulnerable. Overall, not a massive loss here for FACELESS. Going high ground, you tend to lose a little bit of your net worth advantage in some of these earlier game scenarios, but
tower is under attack.
A relatively good fight for BAZAAR with the buybacks.
Looking at how that's going to affect the net worth swing. I mean, it's subtle, but it's there. FACELESS definitely still have a lot of momentum in this game. It's going to be a couple more lost team fights before they start to slip up. But the fact that so much of that gold was concentrated on the OD is really nice. He buys a full blink off the back of that, so now he's going to be a little bit more mobile, able to go and find those blink astrals or get himself out of danger.
FACELESS will start putting on the choke now, though. Just move into that Radiant side jungle, get your vision up, destroy these shrines, and start base. By the time the next Roche is up, you want to have rotated up top, taking down that shrine too. Similar vision, and
Dude, XY's a ward.
Pin them in. Yeah, there you go. He can just camp there the whole time, I think.
What have we here?
Up the gem off the courier, and now he can just go walk around dewarding what little vision Radiant have. It's mostly coming off of the back of Psionic Traps here. Observer wards are non-existent on the Radiant side. They got one. They got this little buddy here.
Yeah, they won't last very long either. Shadowblade, Chronosphere. He's walking right into it. Jeez, he even goes for the hook. Bold.
Haste!
They had Sentry Knobs there, but yeah, they will back away. Not going to go for a high ground Chrono.
Little too ambitious of the rest of the team. Now our TA, she's finished off her Desolator, got her Dragon Lance, and she's making some progress towards the whole Hurricane Pike. Some more mobility shaping up for Team BAZAAR.
I like this choice from Black too. Just
Structures, dude,
moving off
gaming.
the Lincolns into the BKB instead. Just makes more sense than now the stats of the game. Like if you're split pushing around the map and you don't want to get caught out, Lincolns would be probably a little bit better just for glimpses and stuff like that, but nice grab.
Omni Knight, he just stepped out to farm for a moment. He just wanted to use his Midas, and it's going to end up costing him his life. The first hit, bash, Black, able to rake in another one. Nuts gets credit for that, and looks like he's working on a Yules.
Yeah. So it's because like now in Chrono they can't do anything, right? He just BKBs, he's fine. He would have had to worry about dismembers and stuff if he's moving across the map by himself, and Lincoln's would have been very good, but this is certainly the right call when you're just trying to go high ground.
TA picked up a big chunk of damage there, full Daedalus on her, on top of that Deso, so... I mean, she's no wimp. She can definitely take down heroes. The problem is isolating them and locking them down and stopping the Shadow Fiend before he just one-shot Requiems everyone.
Can't even find initiation before that tower dies, though. Or rather, Rax, that is.
Looks like Faceless are content backing out right now. They got half a Rax. Black, he's still got that Shadow Blade Chrono ready. It's so tempting. They've got these big wombo combo ults, and Faceless have gotten them off a few times before, but it's so high risk. If you go in and you bust a Chrono, if you blow your Requiem and your Black Hole, and then all of a sudden, BAZAAR, they can move about the map for the next minute while you recharge.
I mean, Faces don't even care either. Like BAZAAR, they're sitting there with Glimpse, and they just let 5 heroes walk away because they know if they glimpse one hero back, they're just gonna come high ground and Chrono you and Black Hole, as you're saying, and you're all gonna die. So like, that's not even worth the ranged racks and the risk.
Yeah.
You'd rather just try and take the fight somewhere else. See if you can pick off one of those initiators first. Because all the important guys have those BKBs.
Jit, this is brave.
They won't be game glimpse back themselves, so.
I feel like we haven't felt a whole lot of impact in the Pudge. He was pretty nice in the really early levels, roaming around. Just being an extra body to add to the pressure, but he's got himself a hood. He's not dying a lot, but he's also not really setting up these clutch engages that BAZAAR really need.
I think BAZAAR are actually doing fairly well considering their draft. It's one that was looking to get off the ground fairly early, start rolling, and just grouping up, playing together. But they got pretty heavily shut down for a large portion of that game, so...
Never doubt a farm TA.
She can try, but... it'd be difficult even with an Omni.
Crawling around looking for the TA, but everyone hanging around gets back to their base, so... BAZAAR, they got a chance to go out, collect a little bit of farm for themselves, and they're gonna go try to keep turtling. Let's see, this next fight could be pretty big. Again, Faceless are pretty ultimate dependent, so BAZAAR can bait those out, withstand the pressure, live through a full black hole, make sure no one goes in the chronosphere. That's very optimistic.
Patient play for Faceless. I mean, just close it all out. Wait for Roche to come back. I mean, I feel like this is one of those changes that, like the tier 3 thing for the shrines was helpful for, because this is what every game used to look like. But in a game like this where you just snowball super fast and you get that tier 3 right away, you can still kind of run into the same problems in terms of like this big lull stage. But problems from a spectator experience, I suppose, in terms of just like the overall gameplay. But it's just good Dota from Faceless right now, right? Like,
it really is.
Just doing what they're supposed to do, not allowing any opportunities, and you just have to be, the rats in the dark for BAZAAR, trying to get as much gold out of the map as you can, finding all those crumbs without being picked up by a black hole or a chrono.
I mean, I got his Midas ready. He's going for it. He got like so heavily punished the last time he used his Midas, he's probably sweating, trying to make sure he doesn't get caught here. Well, not the wolves. Leave the wolf for OD. Take a bird. Now here we go. TA gonna be in some trouble here. She's hiding in the trees. Earth Spirit does have a gem. Just a matter of getting the right heroes in the right place to take this fight.
Helm creep, just scouting out Roche, so they're not even gonna risk anything. It's like, yep. GG, Dota 2. Blink Dagger is picked up for our Omni though, so we can start looking at their potential for a fight here. Sadly, BKBs are just good this game.
Yeah, I mean, Disruptor is just crying because BKBs make sure he does nothing in these fights. Like, he can right-click you. He'll do something fierce with his 76 damage. Like, he's so flimsy. If someone's BKB, they're just not feeling his pain whatsoever.
Yeah, their best hope's probably going to be the Guardian Angel, just because there's no Diffusal Blades on the dire side. You didn't opt into like a Manta Diffusal build or anything for black, just going for the Silver Edge BKB instead. So there is that potential saving grace. Able to pull them back. Of course, I mean, that's not barring the Chronos and double Black Hole now from Ice and the Refresher, but...
Oh, that's fair.
If they can, like, bait out the BKBs and then disengage with the Guardian Angel, maybe then they can go back in with Static Storm and potentially win this game. Not going to be easy, but those are the kind of plays that are going to have to happen.
OD flying out. He's going to be under vision here. They've got eyes on what's going down, and this is the initiation. Going in, Boulder Kick. Going to be doing enough to hold her back. She's got a Refraction Hook in from the Pudge. Trying to save his teammates here, but Shit left to his own. Gonna get repelled by the Omni, and it looks like, for now, BAZAAR able to disengage from this fight without hurting anyone.
Yeah, it's good. Ice not throwing out the black hole. A little bit too worried about punch hooks, so understandable.
Oh, again, we talked about, the potential for a lull. All the tier 3 towers are taken. There's, half a lane of super creeps oozing in bottom, but nothing that BAZAAR can't deal with. So they're content just to sit here, sending a hero or two out at a time to collect a little bit of farm, but FACELESS are enjoying the break. They can go take a fight when it's their time. They can let everyone get the items they need. Now Roche obviously going to get picked up again. Another Aegis, which are going to feel good. And a little bit safer about going and taking these fights now.
Should be their closeout. At least another set of racks. It's not the entire game. Probably looking just towards the entire game, but there's really no rush at this point. You have the full map control. Good little bit of trade here from Nana. Get some lane pressure down bottom. Unfortunately, Glyph is going to be used, so no further damage on the structure, but get yourself some gold heading towards an MKB.
It's Mudball him. About to be iced. No, walking back. Okay, he got out safely. Understrike. X-Nova's so poor here. He's got 1,800 net worth.
Yeah, that's brutal.
35 minutes in the game. Like, I'm surprised this kid has shoes. He's still sitting on brown boots and wind lace, just trying to scoot to all these fights.
Probably trying to get a blink on Afu, and then maybe he'd actually have a chance at doing something about Ice. That's even then can be very difficult. Try and find like some hook ulties or something like that onto this BKB Enigma.
Shadow Fiend testing the waters, popping out a Requiem. Meanwhile, BAZAAR, they're smoked up, hiding behind their towers. Pudge, sure would like to find a hook here. Maybe trying to use X-Nova as a little bit of a bait, but right now FACELESS aren't biting. They're going in, they're looking for megas. TA, very ferocious. I mean, FACELESS has not fought a TA with that Daedalus yet, so she's going to be dishing out more damage than they expect. Be making Shadow Fiend hurt. It's all about who can they get the lockdown on first. If they kill off Jazz...
Hit him.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, look at that one. Got him.
Got him. Again, all of FACELESS still have their ults. I think they're just kind of playing around with BAZAAR right now. Okay, TA, she's getting ambitious. Pudge says, get back here.
Maybe hoping someone would be there for like a quick hit and pull back or some kind of a play like that, but they're already backing away.
Slow pressure from FACELESS. Really got to be getting to BAZAAR. This is their last shot at Mr. Cat. If they drop this game, it's over for them. They're going home. Still second place, a great accomplishment, but don't you just want that pride of taking a couple games off of FACELESS?
Oh, sure. I mean, they're doing their best here. They're doing fairly well, honestly, in terms of keeping up with the farm. Like, the big disparity is down near the bottom in terms of the supports, and unless you're getting a Aghanim Scepter on Disruptor, then it's not going to make a big difference anything else you buy, so that's a pretty lofty goal. I mean, obviously we're still aiming towards it, but you're going to need some big bounties in order to achieve that, so the overall goal differential down there I don't think is that crazy, and pretty impressive that TA is staying this far.
Yeah, how's she doing that? Like, because Shadow Fiend and Void, they've just been going and free farming for the last 20 minutes.
They've been staying very grouped from FACELESS, so like this half of the map basically hasn't seen a FACELESS player in forever, so she's getting a lot of this room to work with. And they're allowing that just because they don't want to give anything away. They know they're still gaining an advantage overall, so they just don't want to mess up. And now even double defensive with the Lincolns here too onto jabs, bringing that in with the Courier, and it should be time.
Yeah, he's got Lincolns, he's got Aegis, he's got a Butterfly, so pretty much every way to not take damage.
And a DD rune.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Even Ice is opting into that Lincoln's there too, just guaranteeing that
no one can be touched.
Yeah, like, Afu, you had one chance, man. Those were your moments before these Lincolns here started popping up to maybe get something done with the Dismember, but it's so difficult.
Oh, TA gonna get lifted. This is dangerous. Pudge goes for the hook save. Is it gonna be enough? Oh my, Astral to buy TA some time, but the Black Hole's still gonna collect her when she comes out. Now Refreshers come in. Couple Dire Heroes trapped in the Chrono, but that's okay. Everyone's resetting. Nuts makes his way down to the low ground. The GA comes in. It's another Black Hole. Hook out. Pudge finds one, but it's not gonna be enough to delay the inevitable. 2 heroes dead. And there's no buyback. They find the kill on the Enigma. Dire are still very much poking around in Radiant's base. Can still go to collect their winnings, take down some structures.
Radiant's bottom
He is scary. Oh, nice hook there, but immediate Ghost Scepter. And now Chaps is going to work. They get the lift on the Pudge, and he's going to get punished for just trying to do his job. Rax now exposed, melting quickly. The DD has expired on jabs, but still having some fun there. Look at that Melt Strike coming in from our TA, but about half of Jeb's health. Needs to do that 4 more times to burn through an Aegis. Pudge, he bought himself back into this fight. Aegis is burned, but now TA is vulnerable. She's going to get double lifted up by the Rubik, grab back down, and she's looking to go for another Melt Strike. Pudge hooks her back in, will save her life for now. Very well played there, but unfortunately it does cost them a full set of racks. Meld Strike. Now, eventually going 1v1. Look at the hook coming forward. Does find the dismember, but Jab's having none of that. Just returns it around with a slap. And oh, one more hit. They will find the kill on the Shadow Fiend. Very well played. Now the TA is going for more. Time Walk off from the Void, trying to buy himself some time. And he'll be able to get out. Now another BKB coming forward as we've got to fight OD. Just want to make himself relevant in this fight. They do find the Hex here, limps back, and they find the kill onto the Rubik. It's small, but it's some serious signs of life from BAZAAR Gaming.
I'm still crawling up that hill ever so slowly, but...
Oh yeah, there's going to be a little spike after that fight. There will be, I promise.
We'll find ourselves a rapier, maybe. I don't know. See if Nana commits to the MKB. He's been doing a great job of using the side blades to get all the damage onto the Shadow Fiend. But that butterfly, it's just like, even if you go for the rapier, it's difficult to get the damage on. But there's no butterfly on anyone else, no evasion. I kind of like it.
I think it's now or never. Go big, go home. This is the potential last game of Mr. Cat. You got to do something crazy to try to get yourself back in. She's going to head herself towards the shop with 8,500 gold.
Yeah, she's doing it.
Yeah, all right. Divine Rapier online. Nana's not messing around. So now she's got crit on the Rapier. You just got to worry about surviving. Pudge trying to do his best job as a babysitter. How many defensive get back here hooks have we seen in the last fight?
Yeah, he's actually done very well, for sure. Afu deserves some credit for that. We'll see, you know, you get caught out maybe, you buy some items you don't buy back or something like that. It could happen. Currently, a lot of them don't. I mean, there's no Enigma or Faceless Void buybacks, so you don't get those like, alright, let's just end this buyback bots in or anything like that, so... Could get aggressive with the Rapier reveal. Oh, no, not to find them, just...
Alright, so Radiant are going in for a nice smoke here. They're looking to make some pressure, but can you really leave your base exposed like that? Gonna be Faceless figuring out, okay. Radiant, they're going and wandering, but
yeah,
this
these
is
places
just...
Guys, they're totally not here.
This
Let's
is just
kill
like
some buildings.
3 mega creeps if they'd like.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Gotta plan that Rapier reveal real carefully.
They know they're there, and they spotted the Rapier, I believe, too.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Blinks away. Bull's coming forward. The tower goes down. The last set of racks is exposed. Nana wants to make it happen. The hook just barely off the mark. Yeah, she's got to be just chomping at the bit to get in here and meld strike some fools, but just can't find the opportunity. And now, maybe a little refraction stolen by the Rubik. Nice little skill for him there.
Healing and calm.
Pudge buyback hurting now. Can't get up into any sort of a blink or anything.
Just got no money.
No sorceries avail.
All right, Nana.
There we go.
Brave.
Moves forward. This is it. This is time. This is lift up onto the TA, straight to a black hole. Hooked back from the punch. This is their chance to shine. They got another one though. TA's gonna be healing up. Meanwhile, there's a Chrono to kill up the Disruptor. Guardian Angel. TA is able to go and hit once. She got one hit. She got two hits. She actually killed the Shadow Fiend. She's still alive. The Rapier paying off. And now she's looking for another. Static Storm doing a lot of work to Black, but he's going to be able to get himself out of this one. Thunderstrike. Will it be enough here? It's going to be close. TA, he's got to do this. Buyback on the Omni. There's going to be a kill on Black as well. This is...
Save the racks.
The racks are saved. There's no mega creeps. Shadow Fiend and Void are dead. They got their important targets, and somehow TA lived.
That was pretty great. That was all hands on deck. I mean, there were Purifies coming out. There was a Solar Crest on top of her that saved her life from the Shadow Fiend.
The punch hooked back out of the first black hole, too.
Yeah,
that would have been
she
it.
just gets Refresher Black Hole. That was depressing. But,
it was so sad, but she somehow made it out with a scratch of health.
All right. They're doing it. This is going to be the MKB now as well. No more misses.
mean, this is BAZAAR potentially going in, being able to maybe crack high ground.
It would be a BAZAAR victory, I would say.
Get the fuck out of here, Trent.
They managed to do it. I've been waiting to do that like all day.
It's not.
And it
the
wasn't
time.
even that good, but I just felt like
it was never good.
No, but we probably won't get another game, so.
True. Hey, I'm not doubting this TA. I think she's farmed enough. She's somehow kept herself on the top of the net worth board. The last brutal minutes. Here we go. We got pings onto this. Enigma's not fucking around. He wants the racks. Mega creep.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Okay. That was something I feel like Radiant should have foreseen. But either way, they're going in for a base push of their own. Everyone has now respawned. There are most ults up, but Refresher's still on cooldown. Now Nana cannot go down here. Gonna get force staff forward. She's still got a Hurricane Pike of her own, and she did go back for the MKB. So Shadow Fiend's Butterfly not going to be too bad. Look at that little Psyblade there. Cut jabs in half.
She's in though. She got stoned. Token up a little bit too much here. And
Nana, she's going in. Meanwhile, there's a Chrono back here. We got to zoom all the way out to catch the two fights going on. Nana's
all that matters